2.14, okay, fine. So, Lama to 10 ma.
Hello.
Lama Gape.
Okay.
Echo Chibudala sound. How's Lama Gape's sound? Is sound good? Because he's going to be leading the
update.
It's not because of day.
Achela.
Yeah. Có một bạn ở Indonesia đó là translator. Message.
Yeah.
I just signed in. I just signed in.
Yeah, Jason.
Yes, I'm just signing in.
Changchup links. Changchup link.
Chỉ có chữ Indonesia đó thôi.
He can't get in.
Đã vô panelist chưa?
Changchup link.
Changchup link.
Bạn tên là Indonesia Germany.
Đã vô panelist chưa chị?
Vô rồi.
Chị không thấy.
Có ấn chữ Indonesia chữ đầu đó.
Mình bạn duy tôi mình
Email track hả?
Yeah. That's him.
Chị rename lại luôn đi.
Okay, we got 2 minutes.
No.
We got 2 minutes.
Also, 2 minutes.
International Drikung Kagyu Majikpa, you can't get in. So we got all the MC good. MC is good. His Holiness, of course. Oh, there's Gabe is good. His sound is good, right? Well, he's going to be doing a lot of all the scriptures. But now the Chile person got in. So thank you.
Tempo Yeltsin, please accept the panelist. Ashilele, Brother Achi, please help and let other VIP people to enter because they need to accept.
So how many minutes more? Maybe we need to add some more minutes, right? We can't start on time.
They don't accept, so there's.
And I
they accept churches the broadcast.
Christy, I need to go to the Chinese room.
Also,
the Chinese translator.
Oh, you still outside?
Yeah, no, not outside, but I am not assigned to be a translator.
Who is it?
How are you?
You are not translator today. Doche is translator. He already in the Chinese translation right now.
Oh.
Yes, your sound is really clear, but keep talking only for 1 more second. Very good, very good. You are good. Thank you.
So we all in sync, right?
I'm going to start live stream now, everybody. Please
Is this live mic? Have you started or what? Please let us know when it's actually starting. And then let us know when it is actually starting.
I just started live stream when the music was on, and I said I'm going to start live stream right now.
Are we going to wait till His Holiness sit down, or when are you going to do that? Are we going to start?
I stopped the live stream already.
Okay. So please let us know when you're actually starting, so we can tell in Tibetan to Drikung and Namagape. And the MC sequence, as you know, is first Tibetan, English, and then Chinese, and then the program, right?
Yes. So I need someone to ring the bell so we can start.
I
think we can start live stream now and have Christy display that music until His Holiness comes in, okay?
Yes.
And then stop that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going.
Thank you. Go to one. Christy, we started now.
Let me spotlight Holiness. I cannot find him.
Spotlight. Namgye Dugala can begin.
Yes.
Is it live? Can I begin?
Yes.
Samala, somebody this letter. Do we Chizaramche, somebody Shui? Didn't go to Yella, Sirim Tambu. Telling Daja Lhalibhabi to Jenta, to Kutembe and Ada, Drikung Kagyu, Hishnubu, Chokyi Nangwa Cho, Kulo, Gejur Shape, Gutunga Gizegu, Social two. Drikung Kagyu, Hishnubu, Tilel Chokyi, Ushu To, Kindring Gavishini Nabata, Gechinanki, Choto Seki Pomo Yongla, somebody touched the Lishubutante, Zirim Tambo. Lobe Daughter to Blane, Zegu, what to do, Nangu.
Thank you. Namgye Dugala, Tibetan MC. My name is Achiseve. I'm your English language MC today. Today is the auspicious day of Lord Buddha's descent from Triyasam Sana, heavenly realm, and also the 80th birthday of Vajradhara, His Holiness, the Drikung Kagyu Chögying. This auspicious event is presided over by His Holiness, the Drikung Kagyu Tenelundu. Our love and homage to Your Holiness and warmest greetings to their eminences, Tulkus, Kempers, Kempos, Kemos, Drupuns, Dorjins, Sangha, and lay devotees around the world. At this time, Venerable Lubin Dawatundu La, the Principal Tibetan Secretary and a board member of the International Drikung Kagyu Council, will begin this auspicious event by offering a short introduction.
今天是佛陀天降日和直供法王如意宝却吉南瓦的80岁法诞。这个殊胜的活动由直供法王如意宝加贡切仓钦列轮珠法王主法。我仅代表大众向法王致上最诚挚的问候，并热烈欢迎来自世界各地的尊者、 族鼓、天部、主本、多亲、僧伽，还有信众。首先，让我们邀请洛本达瓦顿族向我们简短的介绍今日的活动。
감성 추지 제보 통화를 나시리 제자 그러다 징고를 자주 캬다 사람들이 된지 잠내 라나 마지바 그 템뱅하다 장공도 지찬 전부 줘라 좀 구자 온도 그에 그도네 안에 드링데 냠김만게 캠보 두번한데 주 안에 잠내 퍼즐 견디게 대나바다 나시 잠닝 유주 칸사네 냠흉난게 초조 포모요라 안에 지갑 행강게 오네 나랑 결경 오는 상말라 참배 다시 될리시아이 안에 대다 찹책도 더 드링 게니만데 dakja tomba tap khela tuje chemboden ni ne layu ne meyu de chombeke Lhabab Duchen 다가나 히 칠다 다지 산제다 산주 선바나 템바던 로베 통도 ane samkin de seba shibe kala ane seba namba ngai kone pebgi yuwashi ne tubyu tembe nga da jamgo hino choji nangwa chogyang ane rigtowa hoji zembu dongyu la jari gi rezo ne ko chongne ring konglo jaju shibe ki gu tungar gi nimo tinde che chado yore ane 다가나 신기 ngaranzo chigi densa 첨보 잔주블링이야 이 차담네 문지 나오게 주전 개발 전직 다가 나신 게 박자가 돈바 근데 멜로니자라 니슈라가 링라 니주생아라가 링라 연내휴 세계 네 개발제 녀요대 녀요라야 장원 힘도 차담네 나다 녀요 낭비 쑥라카 대야되네 Lhabab Duchen 몰라 네 인지 된데 나네 아직 돈 되는다고 쉬와이나 되는 게 니만데 안제 바제 제당 네 시라도 알아서 Drikung Kagyu 거니나 네 가장 개체목에 두젠 핵당 안에 닌딩 알아서 참매 제네시 거야 되게 내당지 차도요래 안에 Lhabab 다지 들로 장고 이노 초기 나와초 공로 네 자주 한발에 시베게 되니 자동 되는지 차도요래 근데 인도 어쨌든 공 안에 꾸제게 잡다야 기체도 안에 지금 오시나 가사 가네 야원 중공배 다시 하대 메대 성매 근무네 근데 지금 남반 드밍 통네 꾸제 샤브렘 텐쇼 어떤데 야침보 더비오래라 근데 Lhabab 근데 하다가서 지진 Drikung Kagyu 지잡 생각 근무네 안에 지잡 생각 고득 시베게 토라 근데 단다와니 시게 뭐네 고쪽네 안에 고쪽베 갑라 안에 잡전 거저는 뭐지 가리 시구노 네 치다 롱 어딘데 나네 조간 통로 근데 지 고쪽 시험 지네 네 다다 냠바데 지 소바리 곰바리 메케리 망보 지게 아니 냠바 하장게 망보들 지 산도 네 다가나시 장군 신의 카페바나 신신 와카드네 남제 동주 안에 저고를 했는데 카페바나 신신에 다다 자변 조성리 안에 보리 가사 칸에 도가르 저가 다가나시 세죠 너는 살람 남섬게 오다 된지베 잡는데 sabjing jachewa ane tendeji na yore sentence nyeze shya da ne da chita ngaranso thing ta ji zowo de namgyung ngaranso ta tujen den dawo ji zegon den dawo ji zogo yuwa ina ne ji sanne jeg nyamzom de chene ne zego tujen songze ji yore ina yang thalo di 남규는 만라와 이 독히에 나사디 겜베게 아니 지 산에 제도 나라 상마 냠쇼다 냠좀도 어지 제네 가르사디 투젠 개발전의 송지시 토비오 말데 이나양 근데 등산다지 차딩기 돌아가는 손들 양 뒤던 틈베게 거네 근데 지금 기지라 인쟁게 다당가 더돌라 근데 투젠 송지시 안 되지 쉬워리 안디 코데기 쉬베 까다 조다오 팅 근데 더돌라 장고 있는 저 우쇼가 돌라 근데 라마 아직 그나 대화 남아 상마리 다간나 신게 아직 라마 계획신에 캠보 아직 서자 포모 라로 상마 긴거들이 제그나 아직 저게 긴거들이 제그나 냠도 좀 아직 무슨 현재와 나시 아니 되지 요 대화다 다간나 신게 되네 지 라마 추베 초가던 집에 거네 되네 지 소주 부야 아니 라마 추베 초가던 집에 또 장고 있는 거 공로 자쇼 라페베기 그 중간 송지휘하게 근데 제네 나라도 상마도 라로 상만 현종 용야 요하다 아니 니는 다다 장고 있는 거 공로 자쇼 라페 그동안 그 세바투메 아니 효도 요리 디마제 등장에 나야 고족수 세다 어떤데 쇼게와 되다 이 나라서 되게 공로 자쇼게 중간 송지휘하게 계산돼 오늘 전에배 세제제가 아니 개와 상보지 제라 아니 제수 이해하시자다 얘네 남바서 상와라 가진체 쉬아니 얘네야 아직나 샤문 제거 망고라고 지요래 근데 이게 다지 망고 쉬마고 있지 마고 통네 다동도 나자 남지 매도 강로 도비 하게 장고 남바 닌지 주에 아니 리수 마지비 딘징기 기자남 구제 계절된지 랍전 토기 시공 담지 기밀 륜전적에 네 다시 먹는 쉬아이 도제체 가진체
그치 로빈 다든라 다른세 고기 오드 남바 투체 쉐이 엔테리 캔 손나 시제 테리 개발쟁기 니모델이야 ngaranzde 차도 규네 제 충분데 믹세 직다 개발쟁지다 자신부치 방예는 원지 쉬고요 아니 제림 니모델이야 정말 캡셈 다다만의 송 조배상게 배 개발제공 받침부 남을 추배 초가 우선한교
Thank you, Lhabab, for your words of wisdom and inspirational introduction. And also at this time, I'd like to acknowledge Wendy Chow, our wonderful Chinese language MC. Thank you. And so at this time, we will move on and request Lama Tultenye Mala Buche, who's also the Vice President of the International Drikung Kagyu Council and is the chant master for this very auspicious ceremony. He will now lead the Drikung Kagyu Refuge Prayer, Guru Yoga Puja, short Mandala Puja, and request to turn the wheel of the Buddha Dharma. Thank you.
现在，洛本拉玛图登尼玛仁波切将领诵直贡噶举的皈依文，上师于前，共曼达简轨以及祈请转法轮。
Tam Something Namo Arhate Samaya Sambedaya Diyadamu Benza Benza Maha Mahatenzo Benza Maha Beya Benza Maha Bodhe Jira Benza Maha Bodhe Mendo Pasam Brahmane Benza Savagan Alvarana Beshodana Benza Sovai Namore Naraya Yo Namo Bhagavate Benza Sarajamarta Tathangata Hardi Samaya Sambedaya Diyana Om Benza Benza Maha Benza Maha Benza Benza Maha Beya Maha Bodhi Jina Benza Maha Bodhi Mendo Vasantama Benza Sava Karma Avarana Beshoda Benza Yesovai Namo Rana Kaya Namo Bhagavate Benza Sarar Kamardanaya Tathagata Hardi Samaya Sampeda Diyadavu Benza Benza Maha Benza Maha Tenzo Benza Maha Beya Maha Bodhi Jita Benza Maha Bodhi Mendo Asam Brahmana Benza Sarvaka Avarana Beshodana Benza Yesovai Om
그래. 저거 dobina.
Long do share.
Let's say.
And get over that soon.
Let's
But
say.
no.
도대체 로빈라마 도대님라 아니 단당아즈 제림 숨바데 두규 템뱅아다 겸규 신우부 칠레른 줍초네 투주니 타데웨 사케 가쇼타 걸업나규.
Thank you. Thank you. Chat Master Nyamala. Thank you very much. And next program we have at this time Ishinobu, His Holiness, the Drikung Kagyu Telelundu, will bless the Mandala Assembly gathering by granting a brief teaching and advice. Thank you, Your Holiness.
紧接着，直贡法王如意宝加贡切仓钦列伦珠法王将授予简短的开示，并加持信众。
abge tuji shagye resu shenge meto tuki gongjo sergi rumbu dawo jibe shagye yebu jabla kucha se antarinde ishinobu shiginawe ube Drikung Kagyu ki ne lalop kindu shenge namba 대신 두 때문에 템베 체부 중국까지 출근 선배 레롭 참을로야 내가 얘네들이 대양에 디네 아메리카 중국 겹어 출링네 아니 아리 이니무디 근데 그베 신이신이 이 야와탈레 파베 투제 이 니모 아뚠 아니 이신 없이기 나와 공타 예주의 패배 자동기 총괄 주제라 삼지당 아니 다시 들으셔야지 아니 다리 나오급의 신이신이 창매 캐서리 근데 겨울하라 파배 주제 이 근데 돈바 총네 아니 양마 유행기제라 좀 한지 이양을 대내 순주자 숨주 미끼인지 이 상계 투지쟁기 용기만 한지 때문에 부딘 사배 치료 네 야 야네 이제 상만 kub주딘라 아니 순주자 숨주 쇼네 최송네 어디가블라 테네 야가기 제보 세계기 아니 상계 네 대내 ene mongge gu pu su za song li ya cheng a song a san ge ma ji de di shu le yang a wo din de chen ni ene ta ri ene yi ju wo xiang ma dun gi ji su ene san ge jum den de ne ye yun yi ne ha ge jin da sang ba ni gi ne cha gyo shu ne en ji den kam du ma pe wo ta di gi ni mo de ta ri de yin ba de 디 인도 다리기 님도 탈레 파베 투제 디 갑라다 덤베 투제 나로 개체지리 디 투준디의 디네 아주 소와데베나 안 소사 디자 세메바 니지니기 엔디기 푸송초가 토비아기 규칙 차이인데 엔트라 참말로 단 전부링이 나고 참말로 들이 주제 스스 쉬다 쉬시마 어떻게 지기 엔 하바도 대리 디갑라 가란수 다 드리궁 가규 메도 칸 파고 하게 네 이신노 추기 나와 이 공장이 통과 주제야 기요 디토를 타로 하바도 그 공부 제주 탐바 패배 다도 주제 인데지 믹세지 인두 디 가드라야 되는 믹세기 네 참지 쉬야다 답지 근데 상말로 캐서지 양고 추기 나와 이 되네 자고로 제주를 패버래 엔 총사디 벽을 화가 사결이 이 네 서서드네 근데 디 어저 상매 캐서지 되네 하게리스 사스니의 지당 아주 루주나로 망체의 개부를 쓰기요. 그 개부 그러나 하사스니디야. 이 송산 간부기 아니 갑라 근데 예서의 사설을 빼고 송네 사실 디미를 하사스디 개부 사제도 어디네. 나시게 하게리스디 이 개규디 그 계규디 그 주사이도 하게 됐으니 어떻게 그 벽이 계규디 상말로 캐서를 프레젠비 계규디 아니 동규디 유증부지도 왔다 유증부지 때문에 당분의 집이 있나 하루 됐으나 그 요말 당야 요데 이내야다 무엇을 알아서로 이나 장비나 아니 질문 원결로 쉽게 집중으로 근데 여기 전부 통마 네 통제 어디네 네 니들 전부 내 집이나 단답해도 아니 로다 니도 쉽게 줍시 어두스 두고요 아 동규의 하게를 동규디 단답해도 집이나 로 니도 쉽게 가 줍시기다 이거 네가 지기 때문에 루규대 대르바 이제지지 근데 양고 추기 나와 다 디공리야 충주가라 당하로 다싱안에 제 적선표도 당아서 라브란 직체네 아니 다 디공기 또 아니 야가 야리가 아니 다 지가 된 디고자체 근데 야가디 지금 여기까지 지가 되네 어떤 가디 되네 지금 대해서 티제 공가디 지금 동안세다 남시 장르 사토르 두스 과라게지 로직난 두스 피기요레 디나 라브라지기인데 냠보냐고 피기요레 맞아 충주가 냠보 잡아 먹고지 얘 탄다 트랜스퍼로 보지 이갑라 나를 루규 트랜스 충주가 됐어 티체 다기 아니 라우랑기 차외토 샤유 디나 참 메요지 시유기 아니 충주카는 냠도 제모제바 라소베 고갑 배망부중 디슈라다 튜로니 양고 추기 나와 종간의 휴구 충분히 이나야 튜 림베 기와신의 종간의 말로주 중 첩시 주소나를 구딕체 되네야 이 주된 행간나를 구딕체는 림베 이게 유나라 아니 야가라야 펩투 어다티 진주 통계기 진주 통구로라 펠리아 다 스지기 와치미 인산 뒤뒤 양고 수상기 되네 다 최기 나와 이 되네 탄다 바조 정부치야 네 고발 폐구 송야라 다 되네 소제 중대사야 잠시야 고수 이게 주나라 야가라 폐네 자주된 권지래 샵서 그 근데 라다 라서 정말 샵 라다 규부잖아야 공바 사바 망시딘 백간 키네 아니 샤루 numwa jogi mangshidi chegi nawe shana shangongshidi nye de chi te mas kewa sango chung then she not that one of paper, needs the paper, this trouble. And this Woliata, you know, she now at the children Hangangi, Tungo, Nangde Chuzo, children Hangangi, the Pushishan bag. Tene Gejina le Manguchi Petu, and Japan, Taiwan, and Sweden, Switzerland, last of a Peru, last of Manguchi le Shapsur Cook, and Tana Shingi Pernal Chashabi, not the law Taiwanese, Drikung Kagyu, and a Bimbumsu Mangundi, Drikung Kagyu, Yayata, Tana Shingi Tene, Kamcho, Gopaka, Shapsur Kuya, Jangi. Oh, that's the amount of Shayat. Oh, that's good now. So a little bit too much. If you repeat one, if you don't clear, then I will repeat again.
Okay, thank you. And so first, I would like to today I'm on a special occasion. Greet everyone in especially His Holiness the Drikung Kagyu Chokyi Nangwa, and all the other masters assembled here, and disciples, and all the lineage holders of the Drikung Kagyu lineage. And so here it is a very special day today. It is the Lhabab Duchen, the descent from heaven of the goddom of the 33 by Lord Buddha, which falls on the 22nd day of the 9th Tibetan month. And also on the same day we are celebrating His Holiness the Drikung Kagyu Chokyi Nangwa's birthday. It is now this year his 80th birthday. So first I would like to greet you with an Matashi Deleg to you. And on the 22nd day of the 9th Tibetan month is when we celebrate the Lhabab Duchen, the descent from the God realm of the 33 by Lord Buddha. And so after 7 days, 7 days after the Buddha was born, his mother, Maya Devi, had passed away, and then proceeded to the God realm of the 33. And so on this particular day, now on the we're celebrating today, the Buddha traveled to this pure land out of the God realm of the 33 to teach the Dharma there to his mother, to benefit his mother, and also to the other gods there. And so then when it came time for the summer retreat, the king of an Indian king at that time, and Amot Kalyana, and the Buddha's disciple, then requested the Buddha to return to earth. And so he didn't return right away, but 7 days later he returned, and also was then escorted by the gods Indra and Brahma, and returned back to earth. And so it was on this special day where he then returned back to earth. And so this is a very special day where it is said that when we practice and we make supplications on this day, then we accumulate great merit and we purify many obscurations. And in this way, it becomes a cause of perfect virtue for this life and also future lives. And so also, not only that, but also on this special day, we are celebrating the birthday of the Drikung Kagyu Chokyi Nangwa, and it is also a very special birthday. It's his 80th birthday, which is very special. And so on this special day, I would like to first extend my greetings. And so all of you are aware of the 80th birthday of Holiness Kyabgon Chokyi Nangwa. And so to share a bit about his story, his life story. So he was born to the Hlag family line, which is a very prominent aristocratic a royal line in Tibet. And the term Hla, which means a god or a divine, generally refers to a royal line in Tibet, which is also why the capital of Tibet at the time of the King Songtsen Gampo was called Lhasa. So the Hla is this divine or the god. So the place of the gods, or the capital of Tibet. So it was the place where the kings would reside. And so that is the line that Holiness family line goes back to. It is the Tibetan royal line of the Hla Gyarim that many of you are familiar with. Now, regarding his life, in this life, so now in the Tibetan counting, in the Tibetan calendar, now the lineage goes back from the year of 440, and we are now, 2,414. And so in the English counting, I think it's 1942. So at that time, the Drikung Kagyu Nangwa was born in Hloka in Tibet to the Hla Gyari family line. And so when I was about 4 or 5 years older, and there we met together at the monastery at a very young age already. So there were different monasteries, different seats, depending on the season and the weather that he resided in. So mainly he resided in Drikung Til, which is mainly during the summer seasons and the spring. And then during the winter and the fall season, we would go to a different temple or a monastery. And so when he came to the main monastery in summertime, then as young boys, I remember that I had an opportunity to play together with him quite a bit. So we were monks together at the monastery. And so then later, the turmoil broke out in Tibet. And so after His Holiness had grown up, so then he was put into prison under the communist regime. And then eventually, after having been released from prison, in 82, that is when he then, when he was released from prison, he was given a post in the People's Congress, at the local People's Congress, like a political post. And so through this, he was through this position, which was a leading position, he was able to travel somewhat. So he traveled first to India, and then also to the Pachon Rinpoche's monastery, and then when he came to India, he inaugurated the Drikung Kagyu Institute Changchubling, and also he came to visited the monasteries in Ladakh, and several other monasteries that had the fortune to have him visit there. And so he was able to travel twice to India. And so after upon his return to Tibet, he was then given an even higher leading position in the Department of Religious Affairs in the Tibetan Autonomous Region. And so in that position, he was able to do some traveling, such as traveling to Japan and Taiwan, Sweden, Switzerland, and Nepal, and also within inside of Tibet. So twice he gave inside of Tibet the great Drikung Poa teachings, for which over 100,000 people attended. And then also he visited several monasteries in Kham in the eastern Tibetan regions.
토지체 빼마스베야고 링부지부지 빼마스 말레야고 교선 토지체 Chinese, right? Chinese translation.
고소고소 열어버리나 개념만 보여 고마래.
Ki mamuchena judoarish, Petio Saril. Saril.
Okay.
Ki mamuchena judsa.
Jazanda ani Zaba Yegap China Nigalo Chinawa ani Kusu Debo Yandan Yawo Shubomase MZT Kamenze Yang the Jiangxima Ding as a Drikung Kagyu Yongki Tsunamki and Bayanji Tuesday Ding as a Bemassive W Gatin Che Shuyan Ani Ishin of Chiginawagi Katurn da Dune Ani Yeji Drikung Kagyu Gibtangangi Shugu Walk, and also to Gumacheche, and then Drikung Kagyu Yong China, a Yeji Kugi, Drikung Kagyu Gonga Tsangma, and Darnashing Chozo Tsangma, and Darnashing Gerba, Yong Ne, and the Yangochuginawe, with the Hajehiwe Chidu, and Jitun Drogar, Yishin Kologi, and Shabrim Tubiatus of Emas of Yago Drupche, Tumjur Chigda. And boom hipya project chungdu and then hipnegi gomba sosu kese dub yueba and dub to changma gejin Drikung Kagyu yi tene yan dub dozo and shumoga che tomdi ne deji ga ishi khulodi tumjur chigdan boom hipya da and da na shingi gonga chone chinani gi 표시진이 공가서는 상마 드베기 때문에 단다네 남계의 동주 태양한테는 몸수직 급제인데 중도 이게디 이 공가 상마로 이거 우리 상마로야 같이 투지체 수야이 안되다보다 와다 디신년 주로나
Now, His Holiness, the Drikung Kagyu Nangwa has reached 80 years and he's doing very well. He's in good health, which I'm very happy for, and that is all. And he continues to engage in his enlightened activities, which is all of our common merit and a great fortune for all of us in the Drikung Kagyu lineage. So I'm very pleased about that, and I would like to say thank you. And then also now for the well-being and health of and long life of His Holiness, the entire Drikung Kagyu lineage together as encouraged by the International Drikung Kagyu Council, has completed white Tara accumulations. And so in particular, it was accumulated by the various monasteries of the Drikung Kagyu lineage inside and outside of Tibet, and by the various leaders of the centers and the various disciples of the centers from all over the world. And these white Tara, wish-fulfilling, jewel long life practices have been well completed. And we have accumulated 100 million, and then and on top of that 4,600,000. So that was completed by all the various Drikung Kagyu centers around the world, inside and outside of Tibet. And also along with that, the 1,000-fold Nam Gyalma offering was also completed, and completed 100,000 of the 1,000-fold offerings to Tsukdo Nam Gyalma. So I would like to thank all of the monasteries and centers who have completed these.
Any three they are Zumbinala Ranzo, I can go jigging to Sokona Shingi, and Hilan Samalogi, and a Shaprim to Yat to Samalogi, or to Samba Chikungi, and he can go jigging to any Ranzo, then a higher away, and they can go jigging to Duban Shingi, the Gunga Yugi. Nagi, I mean, young Samalo, Tigitone, Nishabrim to be a Loy Jigdine, let a Jigduchia de la Ning Dine, cutting chest, and teeing as a mutude, then I hit you go out the back Ketchambure, Ayasana, Ranzo, Gigi, Nangwa, Ranzo di, Tibachambo, Yangugi, and Sanadoji Tibadi. Tamzik di back catchable. And Tamzik di choose near the digital levels and you will allow them. You were the Tamzik la. Tamzik di Yawas Chumbina, and as a drubati, Choda, Tumu, you would put the Galang to Biati, Tamzik la level. And 10 I think Lame Guzi Shabbat, then Wanaya, and then Tamzik di, would you take the Debian, and Lame Guzia, then Tugu. The Indu Tene Dick Chambuji, and the Indu Nazu Namgungi, but Daniel Dick.
Now we have come together in a single mandala to practice and complete this long life offering. And we have brought together our intention and have come together in one mandala. It is just like one mandala of the same deity. So whether it is outside or inside of Tibet, anywhere throughout the world, in the Drikung Kagyu lineage, so in general, having done this practice, we have done so with one intention and within one mandala, one activity. So first, I would like to thank you from the bottom of my heart for having done that. And it is also very important to continue to do that. And because generally speaking, we are all Buddhist practitioners of the Mahayana vehicle. And then in particular, we are also practitioners of the secret mantra Vajrayana. And within the Vajrayana, Samaya is very important. Generally, it is said that all phenomena, everything depends on causes, and that is the cause of the intention, and that depends on that is related to the Samaya. So, if one Samaya is kept pure, then as a result of that, one attains the two kinds of siddhis, the common and the supreme siddhis, the accomplishments. And also, if one's samaya are kept pure, then this will also lead to the long life of the gurus. That is why the samaya is very important.
남기 미지 미래를 공로 차비나 소수 냠내를 차차비나 아니 지 소수 그 전다 직당 아니 공배 전다 직 그나 직 투부이나 기기년을 채고 그래서나 예말도 년을 소수 공배 나기 전다데 앙탕고샤 랑이기 내게 전다데 앙이바샤 봐야 돼. 나디네 랑기 공배 전다디나 예지 드리궁 가규 지배가 전다더니 내도 투부이나 아니 기계를 샤고르스나 아니 예지 지배가 드리궁 가규 전다 앙탕불샤 아니 나기 건배 전다 앙이발샤 어딘데게 내가 투부이나 아니 알아서 탄다 쳐봤나 신기 아니 긴고 지기난도 아니 전다도 두투야 초트무 유무도 두투야를 디면은 아니 나기 전다도 년에 샤베이나 아니 알아서 칸에 전주선기 동반냠내 치야의 전주선기 기재줄로 좀 샤베이나 아니 가시劳动다 부주고요 봐 디인도 나가 전주선기 냠내야 이 기기요 디인도 내가 상말로 딱 통나나지 한다베도 탐수고 징지기 나야 같네 그때 최需要다 아니 육두 엔터리 대시에 슈베 렘보치 넘바다 발람 먹우지 제토 마소 나자든데 캠베기 엔터리 대 현재 투부터 빼마세가 가부충 상말로 그지 샤베 때문에 영어 이신노부 최기나 의배 아니 드리궁 가규기다 시 두군 넘버 전번 넘버 두번 넘버 아니 지분 넘버 창만으로 그지 샤베 때문에 모두 쉬야이 인터내셔널 다른 데야 니 계지 드리궁 가규도 좀부터야 네 레지브 넘버 야 아니 유르고 제마선데 제브랭가 가보시다 좀 토지시에 쉬야이 네 아주 내 내ям디 욕지 파 세야를 삼을로기 네 부모 겸 중나야 다 아니 가서 양으로서 욕지 제투야기 토지시에 어딘시에 뜻이들래.
And so normally when we engage in practice, we engage in our individual personal practices. So the intention, the objective of doing the practice, there are different levels of what is most important. So are we doing this practice mainly for ourselves, our own purpose, or for the purpose of the monastery? So what is it that we should put first and foremost? First and foremost should be the monastery, and then second should be our individual purposes. But then thinking from the perspective of the Drikung Kagyu lineage as a whole, from this perspective, our first and foremost purpose or importance should be given to the Drikung as a whole, the Drikung Kagyu as a whole, and then second should be the individual monastery, and then only then one's own purpose. So if we are all able to act in this way, practice in this way, then it is really like we are all within a single mandala accomplishing the same purpose. And if we are able to do that, then as a result, we will attain the twofold siddhi, common and supreme. If not, if we put our own interest first, then our practice of the bodhisattva path, the bodhisattva vows, will become mere lip service. We might do these practices and recitations, but it will become, we will end up with only having paid lip service but go empty-handed. So it is also important to not just recite, but also to actually put the bodhisattva practices into practice. So I ask you to all to please keep this in mind. And so this is important as our common Samaya. And I thank you very much for having upheld this Samaya. And then also I'm very happy to see many Rinpoches and disciples and so forth, lamas that I haven't been able to see for a very long time. I'm very happy to see you. And again, I would like to extend my wishes to His Holiness the Drikung Kagyu Nangwa, to pray for his long life, and as well as the long life of all the Drikung Kagyu masters, the Kempos, the Drupans, all the masters, all the followers. And I'm very happy to see you all on Zoom. I'm happy that the International Drikung Kagyu Council had organized this. I've not seen many of you for a long time. I'm very happy to see you today on Zoom. And thank you very much for being here. And also, please pray for the quick elimination of the current pandemic in the world. So I pray that we will quickly be restored to happiness, and that it will be dispelled. And I would like to thank you very much, and Tashidele.
Drikung Kagyu Ishinobu to let him to chone to show the debitone gallop kachu sakena but to share jita and around the sungyu ne sungyu elshnas to chena shue Zerim Shiba Delia Gawa Digumba Goba Chitin Sumgi Gombu Lama Chube Rimbale Chokyi Kolo Chutinta Kyabgon Ishinobu Chokyi Gyadungi Tudu Tigor Pishenangyu.
Thank you. The fourth item of the agenda. First of all, Ina, thank you so much on behalf of the International Drikung Kagyu for your infallible, constant, incredible translation. We will have this program and the contents in our website, itkc.net, in the future. So at this time, the fourth item, where His Holiness the Drikung Kagyu Ishinobu, the supreme head of today's most auspicious assembly, will cut the birthday cake and offer the talk offering for everybody to enjoy in celebration.
首先，非常感谢国际职工嘎局总会所承办的这一次的法会，然后能够提供这么多国的语言翻译，让大家能够有高品质的学习。那么紧接着，在今天这场殊胜的盛会，主法者职供法王如意宝、加贡切仓亲列轮珠法王将会为我们切生日蛋糕，并进行会供和与会者共享。
Thank you.
It's the cake cutting ceremony now. Ishnu the singing Komodo.
Ishnu the get the car shando. Computer get a car.
Anichunula, His Holiness mic is not on.
Okay.
No, okay.
Now.
Happy birthday.
Sede
On the long.
Teda drube sonam ki tu jigden kamdir nemu sunju so genge tu ki gube tada shine digi zoden ki bela longsu chube chedo ngota melam ki ge debut.
Thank you. Item number 5. Next is concluding dedication prayers for the eradication of all diseases and conflicts, pandemic and suffering, and prayer for the golden age of peace, happiness, and well-being for all sentient beings.
紧接着将进行大回向，祈求消灾解难、世界和平、众生安康幸福。
Lama
Serim Tukpa, Kiji Drikung Ki Chikab Hangang Ki Tsokzo, Jubian Gombuto Chichone, Joga Ki Nyenta Dombor Seta Tang, Zego Legwa Jube Tuchiche, Shu Sungshin Nangyu.
Thank you. The sixth item, Venerable Drikung Kagyu Rinpoche, the President of the International Drikung Kagyu Council, will conclude this auspicious event with an explanation of the unprecedented over 100 million White Tara mantra accumulation project and say a few words of gratitude.
接下来，国际直贡噶举总会主席主奔贡布多杰将为这场殊胜的盛会进行总结，讲解首届以异变白度母心咒积累活动的意义，并向所有与会者致谢词。
谈的 rektan kikor jatsu chapta gyonji den sum jung bu jatsa gyambon yin no gun chola kuyang song de goni ani ta tuji ka din che shya yi anda drink tu che par chen jawal hale phape tu chen kuwe ni shi ni ani drikung tu tembe ngada Drikung Kyabgon Ishinor Chuji Nangwa Chok Guyan Chungkar Ane Kepardu Wondo Jashu Pepe Kyatong O Tende Chade Yo Teji Jurnalo.
First, I would like to thank His Holiness Drikung Kagyu Chene Lundo Supreme for presiding over this ceremony, and was also in the region of the Drikung Kagyu lineage of Lord Drikung Sumgön, and for giving us some guidance, some teaching, and especially also today. So today is the special occasion of the Lhabab Duchen, where the Lord Buddha descended from the God realm of the 33, which is the 22nd day of the 9th month. And on the same day, we are also celebrating the birthday of the Lord of the practice lineage, His Holiness Drikung Kagyu Chokyi Nangwa's birthday. And especially this year, we are celebrating his 80th birthday. So.
Tene nganzu ta tereng ke tu sangbunda la yasin Drikung Kagyu sijal hankang ki Drikung ke lhade mede yong ke tsap hyune Kyabgon yin ru shuji Nangwa chok la chungka samdetang rashi tele hyuyo.
Then I would like to, on this special occasion today, and on behalf of the International Drikung Kagyu Council, I would like to extend my warmest Dashi Delek and birthday greetings for the birthday of His Holiness Drikung Kagyu Chokyi Nangwa.
Drikyu Tenbenga da Kyabgon yin ru chenen hundred chok songgong de hyong ne. Tangema yin doing kamsum la we dan zambling yong ne hyobbe ke jikap kha ne chuto kha thang chuse lama ge hin ni an Drikung ke jenjuk changma yin khor chik den du ne ne Kyabgon yin ru chuje na wen chungkar Kyabgon la shi rang yin den be gon ne sung chen na be kar zam de ne ngombo cho ni ji zidong tang da xiang zhenbang yu ne taipa tamsik zam ne rang zu yin be ne ning me ta shi de xue.
And also I would like to thank the Lord of the practice lineage, the Supreme His Holiness the Drikung Kagyu for presiding over this ceremony. And so in the past we would say all the practitioners of the 3 places in Tibet, and nowadays we can speak about the entire world, all the countries in the world. So to all the various centers around the world, and the lamas, the teachers throughout these centers, and all the other Drikung Kagyu followers, we have all gathered within a single mandala to celebrate the birthday of His Holiness Drikung Kagyu Chokyi Nangwa. And I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart. Know that and you have all gathered here, and so that is the it really is an emanation. Holiness is really an emanation of our teacher, the Buddha, appearing to us. So I would like to thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here and giving this guidance.
네 단다 Kyabgon yin ru shuji na we Kyatong ke kapsu ane droma karmo nyen juk Kyabgon chenen sangbon zebe durtsi jimbab la ten ne ane droma tongjuk soya ke tende Kyabgon yin ru lamdong pepa dar ane nganzo Drikung ki zamning nang le yewen Drikung be jenjuk changme ke sogdub na yewe tende yendu da zawen charge de tong직 tongjuk soya charge de 단당 오수 다른 쇼파를 경고 이신으로가 통출직과 체가리자 다른 쇼파 안에 대 이노를 쳐라 표베이 안에 덤버트지 줄 나로시.
And to for the long life of His Holiness Drikung Kagyu Chokyi Nangwa, we have completed the accumulation of 100 million white Tara mantras, and now we offer this to the long life of His Holiness, and it was something that was accumulated as a joint effort by all the various Drikung Kagyu followers and the different monasteries and so on. So we have exceeded our goal of accumulating the 100 million Vaitara mantras, and so this morning I am actually offered to His Holiness 150 million mantras.
Kamaji Gumaro. The Tanda ke nganzu dombango matsube kong la tongshur nin tang chekala tupnang sha ane tende yendu mangbo jiga tadongyang to ko yo mari tende chidu chiba chine chungma song tondo talen ke jamu shungzang yin nurbi shabrum te roma kanmo nyenba tongshur sum rubyo se shuayi.
So just before we started with the puja, we had a total count of 250 million mantra, but then still many people have not yet submitted their count, so we have not come up with the complete the total, but we can say that for the long life of His Holiness, our wish-fulfilling jewel, we have completed 300 million mantra accumulations.
Then take on like Jamwe Mexic, Lamton Shai Pemne, Drikung Kagyu Ki, Gombayoni, Namje Tonchu, Kama Drup, Songa Tar, and then to Jachin Drikung Kagyu, Sicha Hankanke, Lama Yin Gagon, Tar, Netchine, Gomba Kalan, Gentuchine. 아니 단다 남제 동추 대 차를 야차 사샤 근데 인도 아니 단대 뒤조라 남절 범주 마스 아니 남절 범주 대대 차샤 대 오늘 즉 말한수 로지도 그 센터다 비지 접선 시슈아이.
Then also according to the instruction of His Holiness, our wish-fulfilling jewel, many of our Drikung Kagyu monasteries have also completed the 1,000-fold Tukto Namgyam offering. The goal was to accumulate also, we have accumulated 100 million. So really it became like a 100,000-fold offering, more than actually a 1,000-fold, because several hundreds of this 1,000-fold offering have been accumulated by encouraged by the International Drikung Kagyu Council, and also according to the instruction of His Holiness. And so all the centers and monasteries have accomplished this accumulation. So actually, the accumulation of the Tukto Namgyam is really something kind of historical that we have accomplished.
That tinde Shate Mambon Drya Tendi Kande Chung Shivina Ane Duki Temba Jansu Ngada Tanja Dako Jamgon Jinogu Kunsho Tenzin Quinson 100 Chokyi Lamton Tang Yachin Drikung Kagyu Sichab Hankan Nechi Drikung Kagyu Hami Yonje Tepa 탐색 독사 찍도 주변 남갈 자면 털이 준비 안에 말한수 제수이랑 가고 뭐야지 자유로시.
I mean, what is not the auspicious connection of having completed such extensive long life ceremonies? So, according to the instruction of the Lord of the practice lineage, the ultimate Lord, His Holiness, our wish fulfilling jewel, His Holiness the Drikung Kagyu, the Supreme. It was his, according to his advice, and also the encouragement of the International Drikung Kagyu Council. Many faithful Drikung Kagyu followers have been engaged in this practice, and in this way we have combined our Samaya into one. And this is a great accomplishment that I really encourage everyone to rejoice in. And what is also auspicious is that now the International Drikung Kagyu Council and the general public, the group of followers, we are not separate, but we, the council, really represent the whole entire wider community, and so therefore I find that this meeting and so this council and the activities that we engage in, I consider them to be really a great merit.
ane tsama songdun zhe khepar de yachin zhungka yu jijab thankang ki yanla Taiwan hanso tang ane ari sani hanso tang heyu sani hanso tang jagar udarkan sani hanso tang lada hanmacha lada sani hanso nambe ke ane tamsik doksa jigdi ngarang so tente ke ta tenti kan rotang jigla tene chobdebare ane 태양 ane chudo chigina lama nambe ke kati boku womba namba ina gonda je lama ta ane gonde liji nambe kati tendel ten ngarang so jigle jig ten tendi nela anjur sobanaki tende yuchen je chadriyo tende indu ane chame ten kembe gone ngarang so nuba kane yungando chalap kane yungando nyamdo kane kegendo tuso 지금 알아서 릭자랭 거야 다 여기 땅 거야 창도세 안에 먹고 싶고
And that all the organizers of the Drikung Kagyu Council and led by the two Drikung Kagyu Holinesses, the leaders of the lineage, and then all the other masters of the Drikung Kagyu lineage, the Venerable Drukus and the Kembos and the various teachers in the various Dharma centers, and also all the faithful disciples, have all come together as one. And the International Drikung Kagyu Council has several branches. There is the Council of the Drikung Kagyu Council of Taiwan. Then there is the branch of the Council in in North America, and then as well as in Nepal and in India and also in the Ladakhi Himalayan region. And so all of us really have come together within a single Samaya. And due to this auspicious connection, we have accomplished this. And everything is really interdependent within one center. The accomplishment depends on the kindness of the Lama of that center, or if it's a monastery, then the eminent Lamas of this monastery, and also all the staff and contributors and so forth. It is all accomplished through this interdependence. Everything depends on causes and conditions. And so that is one thing I want to really bring to everyone's attention. And so whatever power we have generated, whatever blessing has been received, whatever experience and realization has arisen, I encourage us all together to continue with these activities and to further and further improve our activities.
단다 죽던 남자 마태양 체득 차대요리 로가리 흰콜로니안 바태양 체득 차대요리 이 규칙 땡딩다고 지시베이나 점건 중자 이긴으로 군팅 기라 다 단다던 마토 군팅 공로 숨주 십주 업주리 네바 중요 말이 인종까지 결로유나라 아니 텐데 연두 체도 점건 체당 이긴으로 그 독담타 아니 목을 때는 아주 체득 주비아크 kokap 중리 아니 대ring 대나인 그 드럭터비어리 아니 텐데 연두 먼저 라마부세 샤피 때야 타 소선초 소남 조야 타 먼저 통당 덴베케 춘된 gembe제지 중요레 삼도 테 나랑 경원이 원진 타 텐데 지게요 아니 다나이 자시 지금까지 지cap 생강 경원이 삼노 땅한테 교원직된 숨진 공부 톡 파괴 견두 세휴고요라 텐데 연두 파괴 견두 남바다지 보라 투주안 근유고요 말이 자르타 배유타 하바 자난세 라다 테네 랍치 투수라 안에 나랑수 자진tum까지 지cap 행강 경원에 견두rel라 자고 몽압자타 bombakhale hela ninchong o tende ke yar gendulen choba tendeji pui ane ta na yin ke mangelong ke jimbala ta kharchimbo chagayo tende yendu nepal gomo chengapchu bomnga chengapchu thamba ane ngandu jajin jungga gi cha phangkang ke leji koncho lobong koncho thondrla ngosu sane sato sonne jiga satyobo 텐데라 안에 전동 텐데 표요 안에 두서 처음에 다 좀 개차트 점공이신 남반이 그체 협의 때마다 안에 하고도 자와이신 그 원로 자타 쭉숨 쇼트베 말람타 대탕들은 간주 단단 점블링게나네 네뭐 툭툭 땅에 카데와 진짜 희슈네시 임전선면도 나체 제라 무기 용어리 무기 제라 마도 용어리 단단 잠블링라 매출 농숨께 다 직바 니마 현도 통되고 텐데 연중한 존중까지 정공 통지다고 정공이는 오쇼네 아니 라마케 신이 당한주 원로 자슈급주 팹된게 남베게 올레쇼네 툭툭티 모람 가만나로스 자신중까지 잡아 한강께 삽휴네 안에 텐데 툭대 휘야 직탕 달랭게 디 제고 쳔본 달라 튠겨 난겐게 안에 다제 개줄 다나 인게 자자방진 친게 다나 인게 레지 잡초 친게 상마라 안에 여진 중게 주치잡 생각게 삽히네 네 닝메 투치체 세휴야이 네 참고 체협에 된데 뭔데요 버텔라네 부채템바 가념용바 대진종바 나힘 뭐지 소사 되죠 뉴도 산지라라
Also the practice of the thousandfold offering to Tsukto Namgyama is a long life offering, and so is the wish fulfilling wheel of the white Tara. And so through having completed these accumulations, through the auspiciousness of having done these practices, now Holiness has celebrating the 80th birthday. Actually, in the 8th Holiness is celebrating the 80th birthday, and so the previous Holiness, the previous incarnations actually did not reach such a high age. They lived to something like 30, 40, or 50 years. So now it is really due to our the practice and the prayers that we have done, that their enlightened activities are vast and their life is extended, and so that is a great merit, and we are fortunate for having been able to accomplish this, and it is for the sake of the long life of the gurus, and also for the sake of accumulating great merit. And so therefore, personally, I see this as an extremely meaningful activity. We have really made this life meaningful and endowed with Dharma. And so now on behalf of the Drikung Kagyu Council, I would like to thank all for that. And so also what the Drikung Kagyu Council, in addition to that, is doing is, since it is very important to make offerings, now it is logical, Sumgen spoke about the Noble Sangha. So therefore we have made a food offering to the various Sangha communities, to 500 different Sangha throughout Nepal, and especially in India, and within that in Ladakh and Lapchi and so forth, and Tibet. And so then in addition to that, to making offerings to the Sangha, also we have made offerings to the impoverished, which is also very important. What is it? I'll put the number right. Anyways, 50,000. I don't know which currency. Anyways, and we made this offering to the very impoverished places, and so the committee members now has like followed through on that, and so all of this is offered and dedicated for the long life of our two holinesses, the leaders of the lineage, and I pray that His Holiness, our wish-fulfilling jewel, will live to 113 years. And so, and also I request the masters for their compassionate prayers, because nowadays in this world we go through a time of disease. So we go through different ages, and there is the age of disease, and then that leads to the age of starvation, and then that leads to the age of warfare and fighting. So now each and every day we can all see the fear and the suffering that people experience. And so therefore in the presence of His Holiness, our wish-fulfilling jewel, and all the other lamas, the spiritual masters, many of them who have already reached the age of 80 or so 90 years, I ask you all for your compassionate prayers to dispel the suffering in the world. No, I'm asking this on behalf of the International Drikung Kagyu Council. And then I would like to thank from the bottom of my heart for all the enlightened and vast activities that you accomplish, that we have now accomplished together, and for anyone who has supported this celebration, and the translators and those who have organized the Zoom, the internet tag, and everyone really who has contributed. I would like to thank you on behalf of the International Drikung Kagyu Council from the bottom of our heart. And I pray for all of your long life, and may you be well, and may you be happy and accumulate merit, swiftly purify the obscurations, and attain enlightenment.
Lazo toji chena tanze gonjo le patu pare toji chena.
Thank you, everybody, Your Holiness, everybody. It's now concluded. All the eminences, particularly Gachen Rinpoche, Aya Rinpoche, Tolde, Otro Rinpoche, and Sister Rinpoche, all the VIP sacred masters. Thank you coming to participating live.
Rinpoche, Chokyi, Kyabgon, Chungzan Rinpoche, Ambani Langas, La Tene Diring, Gupe Lhabab Duchen, Lada, Dansa, Raon Tachi Chozong, Kerkul Punchok Chuling, Lama Euro, Yondong Tarvaling, Lani Uchol Kanpo, Yorbon, Tade Mede, Langas, Tamjeni, Tene, Longi Lato Chena Mone, Gupe Lhabab Railway, Rangre, Kyabgon, Chungzan Rinpoche, Gonglo, Yachu, Pepe, Tene, Tongkra Duchen, Yapuchi, Ti Tupsong, or Te Indo Tadiri, Jogla, Kyabgon, His Holiness, Chetan Rinpoche, His Holiness, Chungzan Rinpoche, or Te Nangjinge, Kyabje, Garchen Rinpoche, Kyabje Untru Rinpoche, Kyabje Ayang Rinpoche, Kanpo Konchokta Shi, Tene Rupong, Jorpe Rinpoche, Tene Deri Jukwe, Kanpo Tang, Ruang, Langya Tangma, and Yin Kakwane, Manjo, Tangal, Pusi Japat Kaligar Kambe, Molam Dang, or Ten Nanjin, Tamba Yuning to get to be Tugiche, the Juarin, Chejakun, the Kunjing Chuji, Tendel Nela want you to Umba, Rinchen Ban, Tamba, Chadru, Tazan Gombe, Danger, Trashi Dele.
Wachen nambe jamgo chungza yinobin chungka la tashi de shenaro si tanda de chuji dongde no boche songwa na xin tanda jabjin gajen no boche ge zeka xie ji song na ro si
오 남바탐지 다시 데레더니 얘네들이 자꾸 조사를 못 들어가라 이네들이 송게 고마다 감는 쪽에 라마 계획이 이삼지 드리는 막 계획이 마뭐 야송 드리 참아두지 팀비 빠져 넘는 샤베티 티티지 사탕용으로 잡 팀비 좀 나가상 줘 봐지 팀바이랑 내부자시쇼 니 람버크로스 띵고나 드리 팀바디 정person 낭마 드리 심지를 피디시나 드리 람버크로스 양자 띵거를 드리고서 진족과 참아 그랬더니 심지 담제를 피바다 내베체들이 공바지나 드리 나서 그랬더니 조카라 띵이 드리다다 민족 독서를 저거 드린 답을 거는 또고요. 제라티네 심지는 핀바 좋아 되더니 라면 그것에 띵바다 드리게도 제바다 드리 심지 담제 피디 좋은 내적 못돼 봐이랑 내 봤다 한지 드리 대로 띵바지 집어 삼주 그것에 띵 거래 드리 다시 들레셔가
아니 가딘체 최자양은 뭐 제가 정부 중상 있는 총칼라 희적직 송로치
플랫하게 영어 이제는 그것은 여기 subject 중체들 성능을 써서 이건 자체 같이 잡을 것이면 자체 쓰는가 뭐 되게 원지 그리고 뭔가도 이게
그 sabjalaga
제약을 고급지는데 가르치는 그래서 그것이 그래서 저도 넘버군데 상맥이 정도는 니에다 그냥 현적이 좀 왕부지 요래 그것이 샤베 돼야 정말 야지나 왜야 돼 대칭거리 얘는 정말 내가 기도하는 강에 치료되는 이런데 요거지 성체약이 제를 성맥의 tum을 이제 그래도 남부 보다는 위해서는 행해 주시리요. 다르게 이건데 보다 그리고 지적된 관계 고대만 무슨 가면 야부충 지적된 관계 잘해놓은 게 이건 공부도 쪼여진 상만 그지체 내도 해보게 원 넘버 4 나다시
추자 저런 뭐체 아니 정부 중상 있는 총칼라 최진하는 총칼라 자시될 희적직 송 뭐지 게데 잡이야
땅에 망부직 주연의 참여기 저 정규 되기도 저게 아니 잠시 도저히 못 지게 하나씩 잠시 못 지게 참여 순서서 근데 인디 안데 상황에서 돌아서 이렇게 좀 해. 아니 제가 저 정말 저기 나와 아니 거의 중간에 참여도 성지需要해.
자꾸 중요.
아니 저 윤든 등 저기 연구나 많이 저배 현지 기재 탐지 아니 그제 저배 가게 된 바탕 안때 봐 윤든의 바탕 아니 근데 동네 강사 소지 나무스지 에도 제규슈게 아니 코딩 체스
먼저 잡지 안주는 뭐체 체크하지 송로시 정부 중상은 뭐체라 통화
다 야고도.
송게도 야보지 고분도.
키리 야고 고고도 그렇지.
다 고도 단지 야보지 고 맞아 갈로 그만 또. 다 참아게 진진자리
Tarangi Nimo de Dajaga Tumba Sanji, Jumdin de Gadin Layone, Regda, Lenda, Yabda, Yomda, Tu, the Zipan Bangal Zene, Layone, Yidi Mayerdo, Habet, Tuchin, Love, Tuchin, Sita Yongstapa. Tedan, and then Aran Turgata, Gadi Dada, Pembadami, Dojin Chang, Yavan Romba, Jangun Yin, Chujan Nawa Pazombo, Atrangi Nimondela, Controne, Acha Gundan Jachel, Pebet, Tuchin Chebati, Gamder, Nesova Posus and Dagala, Lama Concams Nava Sovandi, Chodo Coser was Sovandi, Teletagi was Sovandi, Lama Dandara, Meber Chinjelo, Gumba Namda Kadan Simbaye, Manalam the Geva Chandapa, Sabin Gumban Ron Chinche, Temba Tagia Yura Najo Che, and the Lachi Sama did a chapter. The Tama and then Zamba Tama and Taki de la Tami to you.
Dinche and so Jabjan the Waramboche, Jamashunsan is in the Chunkala, the Lake Town, and so the Sunalochi.
사라하인 다시 신달의 부인종수 시절음 중이시. 나야 나조랑 좀 그렇게 초기 trava이 상도 소한데. 근데 다 통마라 유공마라 쳐봐주네. 다 드링데 하장기 다 깨라상고 그것이 종소. 얘네 다 드레 인도 다직 드링데 얘네 장군인도 송. 얘네 장군 찾아러 뭐지. 공주된서 군사 처리를 배상고 초기. 얘네 조jo 나게 와라. Drikung Kagyu Dregi any Zabuji Tarina, any Tendent Zabunang Tolly Nachi Zayalama Mabuji, Hianje Toba, Sung to the Tende Chungi, Pekela Sambu Chungson, any Tende in the Da and the Tolly also, and the Garanzo Tamjegi, Tamseto Jigi Tony, any Tendegi, Drikung Kagyu Langagi, Tenedaji Gudi Walla. Any Jumde the Jizun Drome, Atinde, the Sunga Mambuji, any Jabjin Gajerum Buching, any Tilunanga Walla, Naranzo Tamsu Tosa Jigi, Dinde Sotumanga Yindu, Dingone Jita, Naranzo Yanganabani Sore, and Rinsumaji, Tinziki Kitchen Tamba, Tamji Kosi Shabdenta, any drama Yunagatan, Sumja Tamji Tanganegi, da. Geza 첨부적인 유리아래 생각도 현재 인도들은 등행되려야 인탁반의 토지체需要다 근데 제수이라 스전에 탐지 고스링 토지체需要된데 이 다 샴내야 지 몰음자야한테 오디니다 하나 선전 탐지 대단 연구지 연구 탐지 다 동버죠 장주 선박 간다 살기고 대다 군지 통문으로 버셔 스전에 때는 so 아직도 소환돼 아니 도지체
Dinche Chapite and Tandanganzo, Lajin Kong number Sama Jazin Drikung Kagyu Chijab Hangank, Lon Dosa, Manzo Lobtomba, Revala, and the Tringo Sujik Pep Nangwa to the Sama Logic. Dinche Shani.
Thank you. Thank you, Christy. I think we have ended. Thank you so much. We will do our very best to translate this for future and put on the website in the different languages. These great teachings by His Eminences. We will do our very best. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Can you stop live stream?
Yes.